I guess we got to talk about Smack. They had a big house in Washington, but that's nothing newsworthy. They've been doing that lately. And the opening video that they did was the recap of last week where Roman returned and beat up all of the associated bloodline there and got the Ula Fala, the red lay, and had it around his neck. And then Jacob Fatu with the super kick and just beat the shit out of him. And they did this video brilliantly, even with the sound effects and the beats and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, wow, let's see what's going to happen next. And then they had a big introduction for Grayson f***ing Waller. And Austin Theory was with him, and he had the ring set up for his goofy talk show. And they brought out Cody, who was over in Washington like fucking Martin Luther King. They were screaming for him, and I had a conundrum. I'm like, do I watch because it's Cody, or do I not watch because it's Waller?
Oh, and come on, he's not that bad.
Oh,
that you would even consider skipping a Cody segment.
Hey, the only way I can see putting him in the main role in anything related to entertainment is if they goddamn do an Australian update of Gomer Pyle USMC. And then stick that gangly, gawky, dopey-looking fucker in that. Right. But anyway, because Cody was there, let's see what they're going to say for themselves. And they're trying to get heat on Waller for some reason. He cut off the entrance before the fans could, whoa! And he cut off his opening line. But Cody is still majorly over, blah, blah, blah. So Cody said that giving Owens a title shot wasn't charity. Owens, he doesn't stop fighting. He's fought the bloodline all this time. I would have been champion if not for Kevin Owens. Not like you, Grayson Waller, who just uses Austin Theory, but one of these days, you're going to smarten up Austin Theory, and everybody wants to see you get even with Waller, is what he's saying. But then Waller plays Cody a video of Owens over the last 10 years turning on Sami Zayn, John Cena, Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, Sammy again. How many times has Kevin Owens / Steen turned on Sami Zayn / El Generico, I wonder?
Well, I was going to say just in WWE, or you're talking about ever?
No, over their entire lifetimes.
Oh, boy.
I don't know I could bring myself to trust that guy again after number 5 or 6. But anyway, they play that video, and out comes Kevin Owens. And it's not going to happen because all of them except for Kofi deserved it. Kofi, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. But the rest of them deserved it. But then he did the deal that he loves to do. He loves to do this. I've seen him do it a bunch of times. Where he says, now is the part where usually I'd get in and we'd beat you guys up and somebody would make a tag team match. Yes, and it happens too often, but you're not the cool kid, Kevin, that should be allowed to make fun of their own goddamn television show. That's his thing. He always wants to be cool for the smart fans. Instead of come up with a different way to do it that doesn't involve either you doing the same thing in the same order or making fun of the fact that wrestling is fake and they do a lot of the same shit in the same order. You see where I'm going with this, Brian?
I do. And I can see why it would bother you.
Yes, come up with a new way to do it without taking the piss out of the fucking program you're on. So Owens calls Aldis out to make the match, and Aldis makes the tag match, and then Owens says, do I have time to punch him in the face anyway? Usually it happens before we make the match. And again, this is why I couldn't suffer him a lot in Ring of Honor, because he always wanted to appeal to the absolute smallest group out there that is watching wrestling to basically do what fucking Uncle Dave does. Anyway, and Aldis says, we'll make it quick, and then they beat up the heels. So there you go. I don't know that this was the thing that put the most amount of interest in the main event tag match, but the only thing they were going for is Kevin Owens going to turn on Cody Rhodes? Your thoughts on this performance?
They went for two things. Will Kevin Owens turn on Cody Rhodes? And they teased that till the very end. And the other thing was, I guess, a lighter tease. Austin Theory having a babyface run and starting it off by getting fed up with Grayson while we're using him.
Well, yeah, but they've been teasing that to the point where...
Well, this was the most overt. It was said out loud in front of the entire building.
Well, a lot of the announcers have been saying it out loud in front of the goddamn television universe. If they're going to... Teasing is one thing, but if they're not going to put out eventually, let us get home early so we can call somebody that's desperate.
Do you think that's what Austin Theory needs right now? Not just to be away from Grayson Waller, but actually to be a different... Not to be heel anymore, to be a babyface for a while?
Well, but... You know, the problem is they've painted him as such a clueless putz. What is his personality as a babyface now? Does he get a brain transplant? How does he metamorphosize into someone that we want to cheer for as a person?
Does he need a friend?
I don't...
I mean, it sounds funny saying it like that. But does he need like Cody Rhodes is the one he was here... Top babyface in the company is the one here saying you're being used by this guy.
You know what he needs? He needs goddamn Jeff Jarrett to come over and give him a big pep talk like he did to Danielson. That's what he needs.
So you want him to go to AEW? That's what you're saying?
No. I want Jeff Jarrett to come back here. He deserves better.